All right, chapter 6 of Genesis in the World English Bible. When man began to multiply on the surface of the ground, and daughters were born to them, God's sons saw that men's daughters were beautiful, and they took any that they wanted for themselves as wives. Okay, bad start. We're off to a bad start with this one. God's sons, which I guess is just all the, like, Adam and all his progeny, saw that men's daughters were beautiful. So, they're sisters. And they took any that they wanted for themselves as wives. Yahweh said, "My spirit will not strive with man forever, because he also is flesh, so his days will be 120 years. Oh, he hard capped life? Damn. The Nephilim, or giants, were in the earth in those days, and also after that, when God's sons came into men's daughters and had children with them. That's the phrasing? Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Throwing a lot at me again. God damn, I thought the last chapter was a breeze. It was just family shit, like lineage, like generation lived. Like there was a pattern. It was easy. You just go through it once you understand. There's giants? When man began to multiply on the surface of the ground and daughters were born to them, God's son saw them sexy, sexy daughters and just took them. Because, that's what men are for, I guess. That's what women are for, is for taking. Yahweh said, "My spirit will not strive with man forever, because he also is flesh, so his days will be 120 years. So he decided, is it because we were fucking women? Why did he suddenly put a cap on life? The Nephilim were in the earth in those days, and also after that, when God's sons came into men's daughters and had children with them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown." I can't make sense of this. You got me, Bible. When God's sons came into men's daughters and had children with them, that is how that works. That's sex education. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. And the women were there too, having their babies. Cool. King James, you have a better chapter 6. "And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown." Women are there to have the babies of the men become renowned. Those renowned men fuck more women and make more babies. Who cares about the women's? Kind of upsetting. It's very upsetting. I care about women's. I've known a lot of very nice women's. Women are for claiming women make her babies. Those babies become men of renown. Yeah. You know how the men get the renown? It's because they're expendable. That's why we send them out. The women need to take care of the future. The men who are already grown up can be expended. I don't want to put it like that, and that's simplifying it a lot, but I do think there's a little bit of truth in it. I think that, it's not just a matter of, the men are stronger and more capable than women. Like, I mean, physically, maybe, but, like, I think men are just, like, dumber. It's easier to get them to go kill themselves. Especially if they're trying to impress a woman. Like, absolutely, yeah. We're gonna go fucking die for our country and our women. You want to watch me get slain on the battlefield for a god who thinks you're less than me? I know you do. That's the best you're gonna get in this time period, baby. Yeah, that was uncomfortable for everybody, I think. Back to the World English Bible. "Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of man's heart was continually only evil. Yahweh was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him in his heart. Yahweh said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the surface of the ground, man along with animals, creeping things, and birds of the sky, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found favor in Yahweh's eyes." So this is fucked. God set us up for failure, kicked us out of his home, so instead of, like, helping us, he just pushed us out and left us to our own devices, saw everything we did and was like, well, that's terrible. Why did I even make you in the first place? I don't know, dude. Why did you? And now he's like, well, they're all so shady, I guess I better kill them all. I mean, that guy's cool. Everyone loves Noah. But every other human, nah, fuck them. This is the history of the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time. Noah walked with God. Noah became the father of 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. God saw the earth and saw that it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. Why'd you let that happen, God? You made the earth and the people to do that. Like, you built that in when you made them. Why'd you do that, and why are you blaming us for it? God said to Noah, I will bring an end to all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them and the earth. Make a ship of gopher wood. You shall make rooms in the ship, and shall seal it inside and outside with pitch. This is how you shall make it. The length of the ship shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. A cubit is the length from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow on a man's arms, or about 18 inches or 46 centimeters. From the tip of the middle finger to the elbow. Look at my cubit. Is it the right? I mean, you can't fucking tell length with the fucking camera angle. So God is describing this ship to Noah. You shall make a roof in the ship, and you shall finish it to a cubit upward. You shall set the door of the ship in its side. You shall make it with lower, second, and third levels. And I like how thoroughly they're describing it. Like, that lets you actually map it out, or even in today's world, model it to scale, the way God described it. Allegedly. The problem is when we do it to scale, we're like, wait, how did all the animals fit in there? How did any of this make any sense? It's not meant to be taken literally in the parts that, where it's inconvenient for us to take it literally. Duh. I, even I, will bring the flood of waters on this earth to destroy all flesh having the breath of life from under the sky. Everything that is in the earth will die, but I will establish my covenant with you. You shall come into the ship, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Of every living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ship, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female, of the birds after their kind, of the livestock after their kind, of every creeping thing of the ground after its kind. 2 of every sort will come to you, to keep them alive. Take with you some of all food that is eaten, and gather it to yourself, and it will be food for you and for them. Thus Noah did. He did all that God commanded him. And this is kind of like a cool premise. The idea that, like, I want to start over, but I don't want to do a full reset, so I'm going to half-ass it. Here's a little boat. Or actually, no, fuck it. I'm too lazy to make you a boat. Here's how to make a boat. Like, hey, Noah, you're the best person on the planet right now. You're my favorite. Your parents aren't going to make it, but you and your wives and your brothers and your wives, your sons' wives, brothers' wives, everyone's wives, all the women's can come aboard the fuck boat. We're going to have animals fucking there too, so it's okay. 2 of every animal. I'm going to send them to you. I'm going to kill everyone, Noah. I'm going to kill everyone you know, except for your direct relatives and their wives. Their sexy, sexy wives. I'm going to kill everyone you know with water. I'm going to flood them all. I'm going to kill all the animals too. Dragons? Yeah, they're not going to make it. I know the birds can fly, Noah, but listen. Take the birds, all right? They can't fly that long. They're going to need a place to land. You don't want them shitting all over the boat, so just make a little bird shit house for the birds. I like that he says, gather all food that is eaten, because that's showing that, animals eat different things, and, yeah, I don't know, that's nice, I guess. Consider it. It's not like, we brought holy bread and meat for every animal. It's like, well, some of them need, like, grass or something, In the hypothetical where you have to build a boat or an ark, you would want food of all kinds to feed the animals of all kinds, and assuming that there's some kind of godliness keeping them from just eating each other, that would be very important. And in fact, you would need way more food than animals, and I don't know how big the ship would actually have to be to accommodate that. Or, I haven't finished this book yet. Maybe God provides in some way. So let's switch over to the King James Version. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. So if anyone wants to say God doesn't make mistakes, he seems to be saying here that his own creation was a mistake. He's intent on wiping it all out here. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. The human who wrote this was like, a human would be able to appeal to him. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and, behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and, behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above, and the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life, from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. Noah's a team player. Noah is like everyone's friend, seemingly. The human so charming, even God's like, well, I was just going to wipe the whole thing, but God damn it, Noah, you go, man. I want you to live, and I'm hoping that, I wasn't appealing to any of your sons or wives or any of them. I'm appealing to you, Noah. You're the actual one that I care about. I'm just hoping that any of your descendants can somehow make a dude half as cool as you, because, man, Noah, yeah. So God just loves playing favorites. Cool. What a nice guy. What an equal opportunity dickhead. So that was chapter 6. We're getting into the ark now, Noah and the flood. God is flooding the world because he fucked up. So he's punishing his creations for his mistakes. And there's one guy who's so cool, he's going to spare him. That's his pet. That's his, he's grooming. He's grooming the perfect servant. He's killing all the ones who don't listen to him and keeping the one alive so that he can breed more subservient followers. It's not just abuse, it's generational abuse. It's gross and weird. That's the God they worship. But we'll keep reading. What else you gonna do? This is the Bible.